Lunchbox treat for decades. We're talking about Twinkies, those soft yellow sponge cakes with the sweet cream filling. You ever wonder what's inside a Twinkie? There is a book explaining all of that. It's called Twinkie Deconstructed. And recently I spoke with author Steve Ettlinger. He says his quest began with a question from his young daughter.
Daddy, where does polysorbate 60 come from? Who could resist? But I've been thinking about artificial ingredients for some time, having done books on beer and wine, and I like that stuff, and I'm curious. So why not treat polysorbate 60 or cellulose gum like Beaujolais?
All right, so what is polysorbate 60?
Polysorbate 60 is a great emulsifier. I brought some here.
A great emulsifier.
Emulsifier.
What does that mean?
It largely replaces, should I pour some out? It largely replaces egg yolks. It's gooey.
Oh,
and it doesn't grow on trees. Well, sort of. There's some palm oil in there. Palm oil from a plantation, perhaps, of oil palms in Malaysia. And that's transformed here into stearic acid. It's mixed with some stuff from corn syrup, which is hydrogenated into sorbitol. And they are mixed with ethylene oxide, a nice petrochemical that's explosive and hard to work with, to make this wonderful emulsifier.
Okay, calcium sulfate you also found in the Twinkie.
A rock we eat, it's basically like plaster. Plaster is a little more dehydrated. This calcium sulfate, which is from Southard, Oklahoma, is the purest calcium sulfate you can find. It's gypsum. It's so pure that all they do is grind it up, and then you put it in your flour. It helps everything bake. You'll find it in many breads, cakes, and Twinkies.
But it's a rock.
It's a rock, gypsum.
Okay, and it's not the only rock that makes up a Twinkie.
I was totally amazed. There are 5 rocks in almost everything that's baked. 3 rocks go to make common baking powder like you have there. The baking powder you find at home. Most of it comes from Trona. That's Trona from Green River, Wyoming. I went into a mine 1,600 feet deep. That's as deep as the tallest building in the world is high, and got into a Jeep and drove for half an hour. This is one of 5 mines. That's sodium carbonate, it's soda ash. They mix it with a little CO2 to get sodium bicarbonate. And there you have some limestone, which is the source of calcium.
Rub 2 rocks together and get a Twinkie.
There you go. There you go.
And this comes from Missouri?
That comes from Missouri. A lot of limestone comes from Missouri. And the 2 are mixed together with a phosphoric acid made from that rock there. The dark one is phosphate rock. And they're mixed in Chicago as well as other places to make leavening.
Phosphorus, one of the ingredients of gunpowder.
Absolutely.
And it's in your Twinkie.
Absolutely.
And the irony, as you say, is that this stuff, these rocks, are what make Twinkies light and airy.
All cakes, breads, anything leavened with chemical leavening, that's what it's made with.
Isn't there anything simple like sugar?
Yeah, sugar too, just to round things out.
Okay, polysorbate 60, the rocks, the sugar, what else?
Well, you have cellulose gum, which is made from the fuzz on cotton seeds or else from trees. And that's a white powder that turns into a gelatinous glob when you dump it into water. You have soy protein isolate, sodium stearoyl lactylate. I went to see all these things being made, and let me tell you, it's pretty industrial.
Interesting stuff. It's all in the book Twinkie Deconstructed. Steve Ettlinger, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm one of those kids who never got Twinkies in my lunchbox. My mom thought they were junk food. Can you imagine that?